What you want to play? What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy One Star Week Finna. Welcome back to another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory, aka the Choke Boy Road to Glory. Cause you guys know if you watch this series that all I do is choke. I'm a choking hazard. But yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about in this episode. This is gonna be episode number 49. And wait, hold up. The weekend league got extended. What? Yeah, so if you watched last week's episode, or not last week's episode, if you watched yesterday's episode, you're gonna know I was saying that after about 9 a.m. Saturday time on my end, the servers were just getting worse and worse and worse. And I thought it was just typical Saturday gameplay. I mean, sometimes I was searching for a game, I couldn't find a game. So then I have to search again, I couldn't find a game. Then I have to search again, I still couldn't find a game. And I thought it was just me, because sometimes, you know, like the servers, they just be like that. And I was playing on times I normally never played in. Like, I never play on Saturday morning. I never play at like 3 a.m. on Friday night. So I thought it was my fault. But now when I went on Reddit after I played those games, after I made the video, I'm seeing that a lot of people had the same experience as me. And then shortly after everybody was posting about it, EA actually went ahead and extended the weekend league. So it kind of sucks for the people who finished their games already, because they kind of just got screwed over. But from what I was reading, from what I understand, the matchmaking was messed up yesterday. And basically, people were just getting matched up from people on other sides of the globe as them. So some people from South America were getting matched up with people from Europe. I mean, it was just a mess. Typical EA in that fashion. But we're going to move forward. We're going to move on, because we got 15 games left of the weekend league. But as you guys know, I love changing my team up. I'm addicted to SBCs. I like to have mid-weekend league crises. So I've had another one. I've decided to go for the SBC Dalbert, and on your screen, you're going to see me opening the packs. And I mean, I don't really think it was a bad decision, regardless of the fact that, you know, my team wasn't doing good or whatever, because at the end of the day, it only cost me about 70-80K to complete the SBC, because I already had most of the SBC done. I was just chipping away at the Serie SBC all year, pretty much since it came out. And yeah, I decided to go for Dalbert. And when you look at the stats, he is comparable to a lot of the top left backs on this game. You know, matter of fact, we're gonna go to the squad. So let's look at this Dalbert card, because he's an absolute beast on paper. He has the 95 pace. He has 3-star combination. He has a high medium combination. He's 5'11", and I played 7 games in the weekend league with him. I have 0 goals and 2 assists. But you already know what time it is. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, please hit your boy with a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home, seriously, for watching this channel. So let's look at the stats a little bit closer, because the face stats don't always tell the full story. Sometimes people look better on the face stats than they do on their card. Let's break it down. So 95 pace, I mean, it's exactly as advertised. He has 95 acceleration, 95 sprint speed. That's perfect. His passing stats are actually better than I thought, all right? Because fullbacks on this game, most of them have bad passing. His passing stats look passable. 74 vision, 80 short passing, 85 crossing. I mean, that's really all you really need out of a fullback on this game. His dribbling stats are very good, and that's part of what attracted me to him initially. He has 90 agility. He has 85 dribbling. He has 82 ball control. For a fullback, that's going to be massive. His defending stats are solid as well. I mean, look at that. 87 stand tackling. 88 slide tackling. Those stats are elite as far as fullbacks go. He's pretty much icon-like in those stats. His 78 interceptions could be a little bit higher. His 83 defensive awareness is solid as well. His 81 physical is also very nice to have. He has 90 stamina, 88 aggression. And let me show you guys where I'm playing him. As you guys see, I changed the team up just a little bit. And now I'm playing Atal as a right mid. And I'm playing Dalbert as a left mid in the 3-5-2. And as far as instructions, it's very simple. I have him coming back on defense, staying wide, and getting in behind. So we're gonna jump into the weekend league gameplay. I got 7 games to show you guys. Did we make a rebound? Let's see. All right, so according to Footbin, this card is gonna cost you about 297,000 coins to complete this SBC. Is he worth that price? I would say no. But if you're slowly grinding this SBC like I did throughout the last like 2 months, and you only got a little bit left, I would say yes, he's definitely worth maybe 100K or so, because he is one of the best left backs I've used on this game. Personally, I think he's my favorite left back on this game. But let's break down the stats so you know exactly how I feel about each category about this card. So 95 pace, how does he feel in game? And honestly, he's the fastest fullback I've used on this game on paper. And in game, he is lightning quick. When you compare him to the Telles that I was using here, when you compare him to the Atal that I was using here, the one thing that he has different is that he only has medium defensive work rates, whereas Telles and Atal have high defensive work rates. So he doesn't track back as much as them, but he does make up for this because he is lightning quick. He's the quickest fullback I've used on this game. So even when he's out of position, he covers a lot of ground to really close the gap really quickly. His pace on and off the ball is immense. Overall, I gotta give it a perfect 10 out of 10. I mean, what more can you want out of a fullback at this stage of the game pace-wise? Next, we're gonna talk about his passing. And his passing was boosted, all right? I'm going to put that disclaimer out there. I did use a powerhouse chem style on him. This is the first time I've ever used this chem style on FIFA 20. But I felt like it was a perfect chem style to use on him as a left mid in a 3-5-2 because it boosts his passing and defending. That being said, his passing was a pleasant surprise. 78 passing on paper looks very mediocre. But in game, as you saw, he got 2 assists, which is a big contribution from that position, the way I played. First, we're going to talk about his crossing. His crossing is very accurate. I know crosses are dead as far as headers go, but as far as low crosses go, they're still not dead. You can use them in certain scenarios, and his low crossing is very accurate. His short passing, long passing, and curve did not let me down whatsoever. He's definitely good enough to be a fullback that pushes up. He's definitely good enough to make some plays here or there. Don't confuse him with somebody like a Telles, somebody like a Zambrata, somebody who can really provide an elite playmaking from the fullback position. However, he's a very good playmaker for a defender, and overall, I gotta give his passing an 8 out of 10. Next, we're gonna talk about his dribbling, and his dribbling is one of my favorite things about this card, all right? The thing that really stands out about his dribbling stats is his 90 agility, and in game, he definitely feels like that. Even though he has a bigger body type for a fullback, I mean, he's 5'11". He's very responsive as far as turning. He's very shifty with the ball. Like if you want to left stick dribble and switch directions really quick, he can really pull that off for you. His 85 dribbling as far as fullbacks go is very good. His 82 ball control is very good for a fullback as well. And in game, if you like to attack with your fullbacks whatsoever, if you like to hold the ball, if you like to play possession, if you think you're Pep Guardiola and you like to play out of the back, this guy's gonna really help you in that regard. His 75 reactions is not ideal for a fullback or a defender on this game. However, I did not really notice it being a hindrance to him at all. Overall, I gotta give his dribbling an 8.5 out of 10. It's actually quite good. Next, we're gonna talk about his defending, because for any defender, this is the most important stat. How did it feel in game? And in game, this guy was a solid defender overall. And I would say the main thing that stood out about him is his 87 stand tackling, as you would expect. Anytime he was near the ball, anytime he was near the person with the ball on the opposite team, and you just press the tackle button, he's coming away with that ball clean. And that's, I think, aided by the fact that he has the 85 dribbling, the 82 ball control. So when he takes that ball, he's getting the ball. He's 5'11". He has longish legs for a fullback, and he's able to really wrap his legs around attackers at times, especially if they're using somebody like a Insigne, like a Mertens, like a Neymar, like a smaller attacker. This guy's able to wrap his legs around them. Not only that, because he has the 90 agility, he's able to keep up with the shifty attackers on this game. So I really enjoy that aspect of his card. 78 interceptions is pretty mediocre. However, in game, he was able to break up play adequately. That's what I'm going to say about that. And his 83 defensive awareness really helps him because he only has medium defensive work rates, but it's aided by his pace and his defensive awareness. Overall, I felt very safe at the back with him, and I got to give his defending an 8.5 out of 10. He's a very good defender on this game. Finally, we're going to talk about his physical. And his physical has some good stats and has some bad stats. All right, the bad is going to be the 66 jumping. But I didn't really notice it being an issue because headers are dead. And he does have enough jumping to beat almost any winger on this game, given the fact he's 5'11". He has 90 stamina and he lasts all game long. As you guys saw, I really tested stamina because I got him coming in, getting in behind, and I got him tracking back, and I got him staying wide. He lasted 120 minutes for me. His 74 strength, 88 aggression is a nice combination, especially in conjunction with his biggish body type. So he's able to put in a lot of good challenges. And I say that his strength is actually good enough to play as a third center back in a 3-5-2 if that's what you want him for. However, he can get bullied if he faces somebody like a Ronaldo, like a Lewandowski, but that goes for most fullbacks on this game. Overall, I got to give his physical an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, so you might be wondering, how do I feel about this card? I think this card is my favorite left back on the game. Comparing him to Telles, I really think what sets him apart from Telles is just the fact that he has 8 more pace than him. And you might call me a pace abuser. I don't really care. Having that much pace on a fullback is so vital on this game. It's so vital in a 3-5-2 formation when you're tracking up and down the pitch. And he does have solid defense. He really is a well-rounded fullback, especially when you apply the powerhouse Kemp style to him. He doesn't really have any major weaknesses at all. And I do think he has better links than Telles because he's also Brazilian like Telles, but he has a Serie A link. So I got him strong linking into Juan Jesus on my team. And yeah, it's very easy to get this guy on your side, and that's why I prefer him over Telles. Overall, I gotta give him a 9 out of 10. I think he's one of the best left backs on this game, and I think he's a great value for money if you're already chipping away at the Serie A SBC. I do think he's better than Tonali as far as what you should go for if you do complete that SBC, because Tonali is an Italian center mid, and Dalbert is a left back that's Brazilian. Both of them are very good cards. But Dalbert's going to be always easier to fit in a hybrid team, which is what most people rock with in this game. As far as the weekend league goes, how am I doing? I think I had quite a bounce back, all right? I started this episode off, I'm 9-6, and I end this episode off, I'm 14-8. Ever since I started playing again, and they extended the weekend league, the servers have been a lot better. I found the gameplay to be a lot more responsive, and it's no coincidence that I've gone I believe 5-2 today, so I'll take that. And tomorrow we're gonna push for gold 1. I'm not expecting a gold 1, but if I could get a gold 2, you know, I'll take that as well, considering the fact that the servers were messed up for half of my weekend league run. So yeah, that's gonna be Broke Boy episode number 49. Hopefully you guys at home enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, later.